Hey there, YouTube. So, doing a quick video on this dash cam that I got for my birthday here. It is a Pruveeo, I believe is how you say it. I believe it's the C2 model. I also purchased a Samsung micro SD card, 32 gigs. As it says, this is the max that it can take. But from what I've read on Amazon, it looks like there's some conflicting information and it can accept more than that. Now I've already unboxed it, so just kind of give you an idea here. But you get the unit itself in a little package here, and this one actually has has two cameras. So you have one for the interior, and then one for outside. So on the back you'll see you have the little slide for you to put it on the mount. On the side here you have RV out USB, which is how it charges. And then on the other side you have GPS, HDMI, and honestly I'm not sure what kind of HDMI. I'm guessing that's a mini HDMI, and this is where you put the SD card in. It does have a little small screen on here, as well as some buttons here. So you have the record button, okay, camera, video, mic, and all that stuff here. So it looks pretty nice. Oh, you have your power button on the bottom there, and then the cameras both swivel here. So it comes with your car charger here, and I may change that because I have a little car charger with two USB ports, so I may just get a micro. And this is not mini; it's mini USB versus micro USB. So it's the older style. So in the box you get a little foam thing here, and you get a couple of different mounts. So you have the suction cup mount here, and it does have a little bit of heft to it, so that's pretty nice. And it should sit securely on there, and we'll see how I attach that. I'm not sure how that attaches onto the unit itself, but it looks pretty good. You also have two 3M sticker pads, and I'm sure that these will work great. Now I live in Florida, so I'm not sure how well this will handle heat, but we'll see, I guess. You also get this must be the mount here to use with the 3M. Yeah, it looks like it. Then you have your user manual here. And I will show you the part where it says about the storage here. Disclaimer. Now it does have the warm prompt here, so it'll tell you if it's too hot. And I'm guessing that there must be there must be something with dash cams that it would have to turn off if it's too hot. So let's see. When your dash cam crashes or goes black, the phenomenon may be caused by improper operation crash. Press the R button, hold by the top corner gently with a cocktail stick. Oh, okay. I guess they mean a toothpick. Dashcam only supports micro SD card with a FAT file format. Please format your micro SD card before format on your PC first. All dashcam models must be continuously connected to a 12 or 24 volt supply via 5 volt 1 amp charger because the LCD color screen consumes much power. Alright, so this gives a little bit of information about it. So it also shows you, so you've got your rear camera and your front camera. And, alright, power, press and hold, turn on the device. Press to confirm a selection while in setting mode, recording mode hotkey, emergency lock, press to manually lock the file during recording, so that's the OK button. Menu, press to enter and exit settings mode. Record, press to navigate up through options and settings. Recording mode hotkey. Mic, press to navigate down through options. Recording mode hotkey, mute. Press to mute, unmute the microphone during recording. Mode select, press to toggle between recording, photo, playback modes. Screen, press to switch screen to front, rear, screen, and picture-in-picture. And then the R, press and hold 4 seconds to reset the device in the event that it operates erratically, hangs up, or freezes. Alright, so it tells you how to install here. Attaching the camera to the window mount before the device can be used in a car is essential to first install properly attached window mount. Make sure that you place the recorder in a safe, appropriate location where it will not obstruct the driver's view. Connect the charger to the DC outlet. Insert the memory card. And let's see. Please let the screen of the C2 dash cam face you. Insert the memory card. Okay, reformatting important elements of data. Okay. Alright, so formatting the memory card. You may choose to format your memory card with either device or computer. To use device formatting a memory card, press the menu button twice to enter system settings. Okay. I'm trying to find the little part about the SD card. Alright, here's the resolution. So it does do 1080p. So you've got, press the menu for video settings. Press up or down to navigate to resolution option. Press OK to view the available resolutions. So you get full HD, 30 frames per second. I guess that's for both cameras. So 1080p, 30 frames per second for both. You could do HD, which 720p, 30 frames per second for both. You could do one of the cameras at 4K at 24 frames per second. You can do QHD, 1440p at 30 frames per second. So I'm guessing you can only use one of the cameras if you do that. So that's kind of interesting. You can set your date and time. You can loop record, and I believe it goes into, yeah, so 1 and 3 minute loops. HDR. Oh wow. Okay, so this must be a pretty good sensor for it to have this many options. I must have passed the option about the SD card here. Plate number. Interesting. Playback mode. So you can adjust the settings for the exposure. All right, let's see if I can figure this out here. Because I know there was a spot where it said you can only use up to 32 gig card. Oh, wait, is that it right there? Right, okay. You will need to insert a memory card that you can begin recording. The recorder supports micro SD cards with a capacity up to 32 gigabytes. For reliable operation, use a class 10 memory card with a capacity of at least 8. Now, there was some conflicting information online where they said you could use up to 128 gigs, but this one is, I guess they corrected it because it no longer has that information in there. So that's interesting. All right, well, I'll go ahead and format this card, and I'll show you that process. So this comes with a little adapter to put into your computer. So you just pop that in, and let's see if I can actually get it to go in. There we go. So it just pops in like that. And we just pop it in the computer here. Let's see if I can get it in the right way. Of course I can't. Let's see. Okay. So there it is inside. And we'll go to the computer here. All right, so I've got it here. And let's see, can we drive tools, format. Okay, so it looks like it's already in FAT32, but we'll go ahead and just, all right, default allocation, and we'll just do a quick format. And of course, this isn't focusing right now. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do this quick format. And it's giving me the warning that's going to erase all the data. Well, there's nothing on there, so that's fine. All right, so we're formatting here. Okay, so it's doing its thing here. I'm not sure how long it takes to actually do this, but we'll see. Well, I'm not sure if it's taking too long on my computer for some reason, but I'll go ahead and shut this off since you don't. I don't want to, have this going on for 5 minutes. Alrighty, so we're in the car now, and I went ahead. I did not use the actual stickers here. I just used the little suction cup on the on here. So let me see if I can turn some lights on in here so we can see. That's not really helping, is it? Anyway, so on here you have the screen here. So I've set the time here. So now it's October 30th, and then it's 12:29 right now. So you've got one camera facing me, and then the other camera facing out. So this would probably be great for like an Uber driver or a Lyft driver, because you have a full view of the entire passenger compartment here, which is great. So you can see if someone's causing an issue here. I did change the resolution to 1080p 1080p for both cameras, so you can see that here. And this little screen is, I think, 2.4 inches, so it's pretty nice. You can just have one camera going at a time if you wanted to. I think it still actually does both, unless you choose it in the resolution. So here's me. And there you go. So you can have both or one, which is interesting. You can turn the mic off if you wanted to. You can instantly press record if you want to. Otherwise, it'll do it in 3-minute increments once you do that. So 3-minute loops, and that's pretty nice there. The camera, so I have the left one facing me, and then the right one facing outside. And I will actually take some sample footage next time I drive, and I will post that after this. And here it is on the side here, so you can see. So it's not too bad, doesn't take up too much room. Only thing that I have here is I have the cord going down here to my little car charger here, and I'll probably hide that, but I want to try it, first before I get into all that. And I want to make sure that this spot is okay for me when I'm driving. So I think it'll be okay for when I'm driving. It's not too in the way or anything. So. That's just a look at the C2 Pruveeo, and like I said, after this I will post some sample footage to show you how it looks. It does say that these are Sony sensors, so we know that it's going to be pretty decent cameras in these, and I believe the iPhones use Sony sensors, so it looks like they'll be pretty good. From what I can tell, it does have night vision and bump detection and all that good stuff, so it also has a backup battery here, which is nice. So if the power cuts out on your car, you still have some battery power that'll last it a couple minutes, so it can still record what's going on. So if you do get into an accident or something bad happens to you, the battery will still record, which is great. So thank you for watching, and after this I will put in the sample footage, and then that'll be it. Thanks for watching.